The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come on, QB, come on. Check safety, check safety. Big dance.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And some space here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And it's a second down.
Green 80. 50. Alert. Check 24. Alert flare. 14. Kill. Look for signal. Hey, turn it up.
Now it's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goal.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's complete. Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by...
Brings up 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 13.
Breeze going to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the team to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to work. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Wilson now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, boys!
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Saints.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing now is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Orville.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Running with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Breeze. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Waiting. Watch a slant.
Breeze now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check hot route.
Breeze now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the shit. Watch the
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
95-56.
On 2nd down, Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Switch out, switch out.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Gets it off to Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check 52.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going right side, he finds Slayton. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A good chance. This is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Camara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, Charlie. 45.
Now Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
24 is the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hustle.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch.
They begin on the ground with Camara. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Camara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready, 5-8, 53. Target. Hey, Haywood.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to go up. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Wilson. Got some room at the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
19.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Check. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Cross.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Back.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
I'm trying to collect. Check it out, Bree. He's checking.
Bree's going to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Wilson going to throw again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my master